Hey guys, I wanted to talk about some things I've been having some challenges with recently. And you'll notice that as I produce videos, I produce a lot of content about the things you should do to build, to grow, all of the work involved in building a business. And I think I'm always going to go back to that. I'm always going to encourage you to follow your bliss, follow your dreams, go after what you really want. But one of the things I'm getting to is I've worked so hard for so long, putting in so many hours, that my self-care has been slowly diminishing. And you don't want your health to go away, so I'm challenged to try to figure out, how do you take time off? How do you just relax? It's my day off. I'm making a Facebook Live. So you can see there's a complete tenacity, right? There's all this work, there's all this time and energy that I put into building, growing my business. And that's all wonderful. But the business that I want to grow is such a long arc. It's going to take the rest of my life. Because that's really what it is. It's not just my business, it's my world, it's my dream, it's my life. I'm almost like religiously obsessed with what I'm doing. And I don't expect that to change. But how do you deal with self-care? For me, what I'm having to do is reframe time off as something that builds my business. I'm having to reframe, take 2 days off a week. That's a real challenge for me. Like I said, today's my day off. It's Facebook Live. I'm working on it. I'm documenting my process. I have to be able to have some time to step away, get some perspective, and then come back more mentally alert and ready to go, operating at a higher degree of efficiency. It also means that long term, I don't gain a huge amount of weight. I don't lose strength because I'm not working out and exercising. I, in my case, am my business. My business can only grow as fast as I can push it along, which means I have to be tip top. And that's what I'm going to continue working on. It's what I'm going to continue to encourage students to do. And I have such lofty goals. I'm not teaching my students how to give a massage. Not really. I'm teaching my students how to prepare themselves to get ready to reboot their clients, to offer a 3-hour mat-based session with the suspension system, with abdominal work, helping people in chronic pain, and offering a more transformative form of body work. And that is a lofty, noble, ethical, wonderful goal to have, but it's such a big change. It's taken time for it to evolve in my practice. It's going to take time for it to evolve as a business. It's going to take more time for students to understand what it is I'm trying to do to help transform their practice. I'm trying to reboot it. Dealing with your own self-care, dealing with your own health, your own well-being, you're going to have to do what works for you. CrossFit might not be it. It might be yoga, it might be meditation, it might just be taking more time off and taking walks. I don't really offer any judgment about that, but I can tell you, whatever business you are involved in, you have to tend to your own needs, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, which means tonight I'm going to a bar and hanging out with friends because I need a beer and I need some social time. Social time that's not just involved with work. And granted, work always comes up because it's my love, it's my passion. But I want to be able to continue working like I have been for years to come. I think I can continue teaching what I do, performing sessions, until I'm dead. The form of body work I'm sharing allows me to have longevity in our industry that I'm told when students go to massage school, they last 5 years. That's the industry average. I've already gone 15. I'm already 3 times longer than most therapists. I think I can do this until I'm dead. And God willing, I don't know, could I make it to 100? I don't know. I'll have to see. The whole thing is you have to be able to get sleep, you have to hydrate, really basic stuff. Like in the West, we have to tell people to drink water. We have to tell people to stretch and breathe, called yoga. You have to take care of yourself to be mentally pliable. Also, for me, when we talk about mental pliability, we're talking about neuroplasticity, which is something that I think I'm very good at. I've had some debates recently, some debates about regulation came up, and I very politely engaged and then slowly pulled away from the conversation and said, you know what, guys, you guys have a great day. I can't really discuss how this affects me on a day-to-day basis anymore. It's just tiring. And I very politely removed myself from the conversation. I'm excellent at debate. I'm excellent at suspending belief, looking at an issue. That degree of neuroplasticity, of being able to change your mind when new information is presented, is something that you need to have to evolve in the sort of practice that I'm teaching you. It's a reboot. We're changing it. We're updating software. We're rebooting you so things work more effectively. You can't get stuck in a very single structured box. You'll see on one of the videos I posted, I think just a week or two back, where I talk about what is a massage modality. I talk about that a bit, getting stuck in a modality box. And that's not really what reboot is at all. You have to be able to have neuroplasticity. You have to be able to question what you think, to be able to ask better questions. You have to be able to refine and test what you're doing, because long-term reboot is science-based. That means that when I don't know, I just tell you that I don't know. And if students get frustrated in class because I answer a question with a question, it's because I was a philosophy student first. And all of that knowledge and information is what I've brought into my practice. I ask good questions. But I began to get extremely good clinical results working on clients in chronic pain. I wouldn't teach what I do if I didn't think therapists couldn't replicate portions of what I'm doing and make a good income. It is amazing to me to have built a practice that supports me, where I'm not advertising for clients. I'm not. I make enough noise, I make enough social media content, I've connected with enough people in my community that I've got enough word of mouth where I've got like a steady stream of regulars and enough additional clients to fill the gaps. It's still growing, but that's the sort of ease, the grace, the poise that I want for my own students. And I think that if they dedicate themselves to what I'm teaching and really following me and coming along with me and working through their process, that we can do that together and reboot the massage industry. I'm ready. It's time. So, you got to eat, you got to drink, water, some booze, maybe, I don't know, whatever works for you. You got to get naps, good rest. My superpower is taking naps. If I need to, you can tell me I have 30 minutes, I can lay down and sleep for 15 minutes. Pretty easy. Everybody's a bit different. You just have to tend to your own health care, your own self-maintenance, and what feeds you. Again and again, I'm always going to push you to what your dreams are. My wife very much wants to go to Scotland. She wants to go to Scotland, I believe, for a month. Now, I have other places I'd like to travel, but she wants to go to Scotland, so we're going to Scotland as soon as I can afford that, in cash. You have to honor those sorts of dreams. Someone else was telling me that they wanted to go to Venice, to Italy. And I go, I would be happy to go to Italy. I would be happy to go from town to town, villa to villa, eating your cheese, drinking your wine. You have to be able to have dreams to be able to manifest them. There is so much capacity for good in the world. I want to be an impetus. I want to be a catalyst for that in the world around me. And my particular niche is to select bodywork and reboot to help build a better world. So, self-care. You want to build a better business. You want to grow. Businesses are made of people. A business is made of people. An entrepreneur is a person. They're a highly connected, individuated, disciplined person, but you have needs. You have things that have to be tended to, and you can't compromise that and build. They don't work that way. If you're feeding yourself well, getting rest, getting exercise, getting water, tending to your own self-care, it makes me have more capacity to reach out and help people. You have to do the same thing in your own business. I'll see you guys again soon. And if you're not on the webinar for this Friday, get on it. I will put a link down below this video. This Friday at 8:30 p.m. CST, we're having a free webinar where I'm talking about Reboot. I'm going to be going over some of the basics of a mat-based practice, building to the suspension system, kind of displaying elements of what I'm doing and helping reframe your context about what a reboot is. That webinar is free. Feel free to share it with your massage therapist friends. If you follow me on any other social media channels, feel free to share that as well. I'm extremely active on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I use those consistently, almost daily. Feel free to follow me. If you have any questions, let me know. And classes are coming up in Round Rock, Houston, Dallas, and Fort Smith, Arkansas. Go ahead and sign up. If you have any questions at all, feel free to contact me. I love chatting with you this way. It's a great way to connect, and I can even make videos to answer your questions. So thank you guys very much. Get on that free webinar. I'll put the link down below, and I'll see you soon. You have a great day. Take care of yourselves.